welcome back to the show with me, Sarah Jane Crawford. Now, Cheryl is no stranger to TV talent show auditions and understands better than most just how tough and emotional the experience can be.
Hi. What's your name?
Amy.
And who are you here with today?
I'm here with my dad. I want to make him so proud. He's done a lot for me. My mum died when I was 7. He's sort of been there for me and been my mum and dad, really.
My first experience on X Factor, my first season, was a big shock to me for many reasons. To be completely alone and exposed to these people that are experiencing what I've experienced and knowing the emotion that goes with that, it gives you great empathy for them.
Come here.
It's all stuff that you feel like you kind of feel a bit responsible for, you know. So when they break down, it touches you. Or when they got something they're feeling sad about, and music is something that is emotional. You can't help but be moved by that when that person is stood right in front of you.
So I'm saving all my love for you.
Your voice isn't good enough, sweetheart.
That's fine.
It does get easier the more you do it, you know, and I've had a lot of words with Simon on and off camera where he's like, Cheryl, you have to realise, you know, you're actually giving these people false hope if they're not great, but you feel empathetic.
I thought you were good.
Thank you.
And I am a Cancerian. I'm an extremely emotional person anyway. I'm going to take full responsibility for the song I gave you tonight. I found it really tough this week. And hope I haven't let you down. I'm sorry. So when it's something sad or emotional, it just gets us and there's no controlling it.
What's your name?
My name's Danny Evans.
Why are you here today?
It's kind of a wish of my wife. Last year, just after giving birth to my gorgeous little baby girl, my wife passed away.
The thing with Daniel that made me feel touched or emotional was to be singing a song that was so powerful relating to the situation he was in. It was all just a bit too much for me.
I wanna hold you till I die, till we both break down and cry. I wanna hold you till the fear in me subsides.
I can see why your wife wanted you to audition.
Thank you.
I think she'd be very proud.
Cheryl? That's a yes.
It's like imagining your big brother or your dad feeling strong emotion and singing a powerful song.
I'm sorry to upset you.
It was just overwhelming again. It was just a human reaction and it just got me right where I didn't want it to.
Hello. You alright?
What's your name?
Amy Book.
Where are you from?
Your neck of the woods,
I
Missy.
thought so. Yeah.
Sometimes I feel good. Sometimes I feel bad.
Heard enough.
I think you look like a pop star already. You look absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
But I think that song was too big for you, Amy.
Don't cry, dear.
They're human beings with feelings and emotions and nerves and everything you feel or I've experienced and feeling.
I nearly sang a Girls Aloud song, you know.
Why did you sing the Girls Aloud song?
Looking down and seeing their hands trembling or they can't get their words out right because they're so nervous that you feel their feelings.
But one particular audition tugged at Cheryl's heartstrings more than most.
I'm Nick Major, 24, and I'm a club singer.
12 or 13 years ago now, I was part of a programme which is the same process as X Factor, and on the opposite side were boys. There was a guy that was in the boys category called Nick Major.
And while Cheryl was successful in the competition, Nick failed to get into the band.
The singer going home tonight is Nick.
6 years later, she's in, I think, the biggest girl band in the country.
Nick walks in for his first audition and it was a shock and also a leveler at the same time, because I had progressed and been very fortunate to have a career where Nick was still at ground one, you know, where we started.
Hello.
Wow. This is very
I know,
surreal.
it's strange. It's alright seeing you guys, but it's just weird seeing her, because we were
Why?
auditioning together like 6 years ago. She's taken off and done amazing, and kind of I'm back in the audition room at square one again. You know what I mean? I've still got that
Would
dream.
it be fair to say this could be the last shot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my head, I think
Yeah.
that's what I've set it out to be.
And how old are you now?
24.
24.
Okay.
I say love, it is a flower, and you, it's only seed.
Thank you. Louis?
Nick, I honestly don't think you've got a great voice. I think you're a nice guy, but you're not going to win the competition.
Okay. Danny?
I don't think you'd physically make it. And you look too old to be in a boy band, so I don't know where to place you.
So I knew already about the tone of the room. It didn't feel right. I didn't feel like I had the right to tell him no, he wasn't going to go forward, or even yes. I just didn't want to take part in it.
I don't feel like I can judge this.
Cheryl?
I can't do this.
Just be honest.
Nah.
Huh?
Nah.
I didn't want to be part in breaking somebody's dream that I knew, you know.
It's going to be like a biased, weird thing, and I'm just not happy
Simon?
to do it.
Okay, I can make this relatively straightforward, Nick. I think it's fair to say that the competitions have gone up, and I think you've gone down. And I think it's time to stop chasing this dream now, Nick, and do something with your life which you're going to be happy in, where you're not going to get rejected, because this has gone on long enough now.
That was a very, very tough lesson for me. And when Simon critiqued him, I was on the side. I was very, very glad I had.
Louis?
Nick, no.
Danny?
No.
That's it.
I can't imagine how he must be feeling, because I reckon this was his last shot.
To be honest, it was my job to judge people. You know, I didn't really have any right to stand up and leave that panel. I should have sat it out and fronted it, but human to human, it just didn't feel right. It wasn't right morally, and I have no regrets in leaving.
But Cheryl's not only a judge on the show, she's also a fashion icon.
When I first joined X Factor, it wasn't about being glamorous or dressing up for the Saturday Night Live shows, but obviously being from a pop background and being a girly girl, I love to dress up. So when I joined, it kind of became a thing. Saturday Night TV, you know, people should be in their best dresses and feeling nice and having their hair done nice and feeling like I'm representing the act well. I once wore a new designer, you might remember it had 2 silver discs. And still to this day, Simon likes to talk about that outfit, so that was more amusing for Simon than a fashion moment.
You even impressed me, because that extra 20%.
Why?
You'll see why. Carry on.
I think he took the fashion moment away by making jokes. That sticks in my mind because I got so much, and still to this day get so much stick for it from him. I mean, there's always that moment, the door's open and you're like, oh no, I'm wearing 6-inch heels. And sometimes I'll grab Simon for that comfort. Simon tends to walk too fast, and I'm like, I've got little shoes, little feet and big heels. Can you just slow down? Fortunately now, you know, I've had many years of practice in high heels, but there is always that chance you might see me one night flat on the face, that wouldn't be a good fashion moment. It's not something that should be that focused on, I don't think. It should be more about the contestants than anything else. But if people enjoy what I wear, it's a bonus, and I'm happy that they do. If they don't, oh well.
She's also had to put her money where her mouth is and perform on the live shows as a pop princess. No pressure there then.
With a world-exclusive performance of a new single, Promise This, is our very own Cheryl Fernandez-Versini.
It was a bit nerve-wracking. I remember the woman doing the countdown as the doors are going to open for the performance and just thinking, what am I doing? What am I doing here? In the beginning, there was nothing so empty in the space between. Initially, it was a bit like, oh, I'm a mentor, and now I'm going to get up and perform alone, and I don't know how that really works. So I'm still finding my feet as a solo artist at that point. Yeah, it's a scary moment, and reminding myself just how scary it is for those people coming through that are just contestants. One of my favourite personal performances I have done on the show is Play for This Love. It was the first ever solo performance I ever did. I don't know what I was thinking, but I got from behind the judging seat and performed solo without me girlfriends that I've had for 8 years. And even now, still to this day, you know, I have people that go to fancy dress parties dressed in the red military outfit with the hat and stuff. That'll always be a special performance for me.
This is going to really pain me to have to say this, but that was incredible.
So it became quite a moment. It's a TV moment now.
See you after the break, when our Geordie judge tells us what it's really like working with Mr. Cow.
Simon loves to wind me up. And it works.
It's them.
It's you.
It's them.
It's driving me insane.